3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
Almost without fail, he never lets me finish.
Ha
I am, of course, the Unbreakable Spirit. He already introduced himself because he's a jackass.
Thank you, asshole.
Hey, I'm the nice guy. Anyways,
we have 3 topics.
Yeah, we got 3 topics for you. Let's run through them real quick.
Topic number 1.
Topic 1 is WWE is interested on reviving the Revival and bring them back to WWE.
Topic number 2.
WWE changing superstar names.
And topic number 3.
Angel Garza saying that every Latino wrestler is not the next Eddie Guerrero.
Let's start off with topic number 1.
Damn straight. Alright, so this is actually interesting, and we both know that FTR is not going to want to go back to WWE.
Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? Please, you're opening this topic. What are your thoughts?
That's true, I am opening it.
Go.
And while FTR was very successful in WWE, since they're in AEW, I kind of feel like it seems like WWE is starting to rebuild the bridge that wrestlers were burning when leaving to join AEW.
Yeah. I mean, my thoughts are, since FTR has left, they have won the AEW tag team titles. They are currently the AAA Omega tag team champions and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, they're literally like Triple Crown tag team outside of WWE. Why would they want to go back?
I mean, because since FTR has left, if you ask me, they have just, they had, I saw the highlights, they had an amazing match with the Briscoe brothers. They have not had a bad match since leaving WWE.
But I will say WWE may need them if they ever want to ununify the tag team titles after WrestleMania Backlash.
Yes. Because I will say, if I were FTR and WWE wanted me back, I would ask for a lot more creative control and also a lot of money because you need to pay the bills.
Yeah. Just realized I forgot to set the timer, but I have it rolling now.
Okay.
Hey, it took less time than the last episode.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are FTR has been insane. I feel like I said at the top of the episode, FTR has been insanely successful since leaving WWE. Why on earth would they want to go back?
Yeah, I mean, considering how you left, considering how you left, I really forgot how you got. I mean, I think it was because honestly, I mean, if they want to go back to WWE, more power to them. But to be honest, I kind of completely agree with you. If I got, if I left WWE on bad terms and I became ultra successful, I mean, take Matt Cardona. That dude has 7 titles from several world titles from 7 different promotions.
Yeah, but I will also say the OG AEW defector and former vice president Cody Rhodes was insanely successful in the Indies,
Mm-hmm.
came back, and is one of like the top stars on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And the Revival, FTR, whatever you want to call them, they were pretty big stars in WWE before they left.
Yeah, I mean, because if I remember, oh yeah, I just remembered. They were, the Usos were making fun of them because they're doing like some weird, ridiculous game, like shave on the back sort of weird shit. I just remember
What the fuck? I do not remember that whatsoever.
I think I might be right. I'm not 100% sure.
I legitimately don't remember.
You know.
Because then again, I space out when I watch wrestling, so.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
And I'm surprised you remember that, considering when they're on TV, a majority of the week you watch the superhero TV shows.
Fair enough. But anyway, my thoughts are on FTR are this is hey, if they want to go back to WWE, that's great. And hell, maybe they should go back and be a part of NXT 2.0 because God knows God knows they could probably
Imagine
need it.
them versus grizzled young veterans.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, now I actually sort of want FTR to go to NXT 2.0.
I mean, hey, because don't forget, before they left NXT, they are 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. And they were a phenomenal tag team and still are. I don't know why I said were.
Yeah. What? Why did you?
What?
But my honest thoughts are like, hey, if they want to go back to WWE, that's great. But if I had a lot of creative control over my character and wanted to, if I didn't have a lot of creative control, then I all of a sudden left that company and had full-on creative control of my character. Yeah, I don't understand why I would want to go back either.
Yeah, which does AEW offer that?
Yeah.
Man, no wonder people are signing with AEW. Like, no wonder CM Punk signed with it.
Heck, you want to hear something kind of interesting? I heard this is something related to AEW, but I have actually heard this that if WWE didn't medically clear Edge, that he would have gone there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank God WWE magically cleared Edge. They would have lost one of their Hall of Famers.
Yes, but that is something because if I were like, look, anyone that goes to AEW, great, more power to them. But I don't really understand why anyone would want to go back, want to be in WWE, considering that you might as well just be like, oh yeah, I forgot you were completely employed by the company.
Yeah.
I mean, because look, if WWE wants to bring the Revival back, the only way that I see them going back is if WWE offers them a massive amount of money and a lot of creative liberty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What are your thoughts, please?
My thoughts are that if FTR, this is to be our final thoughts. If FTR wants to go back to WWE, more power to them. But if I were them, I would stay in AEW.
Yeah, I mean, also considering that you could go and appear for other wrestling promotions.
Yeah, which WWE does not allow their indie contractors to do.
Yes, I know that makes. That's a. Yeah.
Anyways, that's all the time we have for this segment. We're going to take a quick break before hopping into segment number 2.
Yep.
Starting off the topic, so this is all
Hello.
you're going to hear from me for the start.
Oh, all right. We are here with topic number 2. WWE and them changing superstars' names. Well, my thoughts on this is, I get why WWE does it sometimes, but also, because, while they want the copyrights to said character, it sometimes could damage the superstar because, you developed an entire reputation as that one character, and all they do is just change your name, or repackage you as a different character completely. When you've spent the past 10 or 12 years building an entire reputation as that one character.
Yeah. A great example is Pete Dunne.
Now known as Butch.
Yeah. Or Kaylee Ray. I don't even remember what her new name is. But it's something weird.
Or Gunther.
And don't even try to make me pronounce the other member of Imperium that got called up.
Yeah, so Imperium's now dead. That was kind of a... Why?
Yeah, Gunther still has the Ring General graphics and the Imperium entrance and everything.
I don't get it.
Why couldn't you just call up all of Imperium?
Because I guess WWE didn't want to have another faction?
Because factions have worked out so well on the main roster.
Unless you're the Bloodline.
That's the, one exception.
Or Legacy.
Okay, 2 exceptions.
Or Evolution.
3 exceptions. And don't... Okay, the Shield would be the 4th exception, but that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. Because look, what are your thoughts on this? Please, speak.
My thoughts are, well, I will say I have heard a name change that actually sounds pretty cool.
What?
Casey Catanzaro will now be known as Katana Chase.
Meh.
Hey, at least she kept her initials.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts on this?
We actually saw a wrestler who got her name changed on NXT this past week.
We did?
Yeah, Roxanne Perez. She went by Roxy on the indie circuit.
Oh, yeah. Which I will say her origin for her character was kind of like, what?
I was confused when I saw it. I sort of like noticed it during like the middle of it. I was confused and thought they were doing another Cora Jade preview sort of thing.
Yeah, but then she's like, oh yeah, then she made her. That was the weirdest thing because she would get. Because I remember she debuted. It was her preview for a build up to debut next week, but she debuted this week.
Yeah, sort of jumped the gun.
Yeah. My honest thoughts are like, look, I'm fine if WWE like does it for characters as long as it makes sense. Like if you're being called like if you're going from like Pete Dunne to Butch, I will admit that is kind of Butch is like it's a cool name and all, but it's also kind of
Okay.
weird.
I take back what I said about Katana Chase. I literally just found out the reason, and apparently, party version of Casey Catanzaro. I retract my earlier statement.
So now you're saying it is stupid.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Matthew, when are you okay with when WWE decides to rename a character?
I don't know. Well, the reason WWE does it is so they have the copyright to the name. That's legitimately the only reason. I don't think there's any good time to do it.
Yeah. Another thoughts I have on it is like, look.
Oh, and speaking of which, I didn't even notice this.
What?
Grizzled Young Veterans got a tag team name change.
They did?
Yeah. They're
What?
Gibson and Drake now.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
It's just their last names.
Still, it's kind of meh.
It's not good.
I
No
mean,
bueno.
it just begs the question: Why would you want to go to WWE if they're just if you spend like 10 or 12 years building up an entire reputation as this one guy, and the WWE's like, hey, give us the copyright. No, okay, we're repackaging you for no reason whatsoever.
Other than to own the copyright to your name.
Like I hate to be the guy to say this, but I would rather stay on the indies and have and build a reputation. I would rather go to AEW than go to
Yeah,
WWE.
like I feel like if I was a wrestler and went to WWE, just because I'm a Georgia boy with dark hair, they would repackage me as Matthew Styles and make me the long lost brother of AJ Styles.
Yeah. What do you think?
Like, no, I know I just got hired here, but now I want my release. Fuck you guys.
Well, I mean, for me, they'd probably say I look like, I don't know, Edge's younger brother.
Just because you're blonde.
I'd just be like, no. I mean, like, I'll get to learn from Edge, but no.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, because I hate to be the guy, like I said, is that, like, being a professional wrestler is a good way to make some money. You make like billions, you make like some billions of dollars a year. But I don't really understand why some people, like, why independent wrestlers would even want to go to WWE. Well, yes, I understand that it's the place of where you could become a mega star, but it's also the place that you could be released for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and can we like mention the fact that a member of El Legado del Fantasma got renamed, and I don't even remember the name. I'm trying to find it on Ringside News right now.
But my honest thoughts are like, hey, if WWE repackages you, like, I don't got any more thoughts. That's all I gotta say.
It's sort of like I don't even know how to like verbalize this properly.
Oh God, it's Hernando.
Yeah, something. And I think another Latino wrestler, possibly in El Legado del Fantasma, may be on the way.
Oh,
But you know what? I'm gonna
what?
calm down. We're gonna take a quick break before the final topic. We'll be
Okay.
right back. We're back. And Angel Garza says every Latino wrestler is not the next Eddie Guerrero. I actually went into the article and pulled up a quote from the article.
As Michael Cole said 10 years ago when the Raw GM was a thing, and I quote,
Yeah. I don't know if I like the second part of things because they always compare you. When I first made my debut, it was here comes the next Eddie Guerrero. There and is Santos Escobar, and the same thing. Stop comparing the characters and 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 enjoy who we are. Comparing characters is fun, but Eddie was Eddie. Nobody is going to be like Eddie. What I say to that quote is Amen.
I mean, like, you can, like, hey, you can steal some stuff from that, the lying and the cheating and the stealing, because if you want to be a heel, it's just brilliant shit to do.
Yeah, but like he like I wouldn't say every Latino wrestler's compared to Eddie. Like Rey Mysterio's compared to Eddie. Eddie is passively mentioned in reference to Dominic due to the custody ladder match.
Yeah.
But I can kind of like, and like Chavo Guerrero is Eddie's nephew, so it's okay to compare them. But like, if people who have no relation to Eddie were compared to Eddie, I could see their point.
Yes. Because my honest thoughts are like, look, Dominic Mysterio being compared to Eddie makes a little bit of sense. Like, because, if you're not related to Ray, or if you're not related to Eddie Guerrero, it just feels kind of racist.
Yeah, and to be fair, Dominic is not related to Eddie, but he was involved in a very good storyline with him.
Yes. Yeah, but I will
And that's sort of like saying, like, I don't know if we talked about this, but WWE wants to sign Aaliyah Mysterio to a contract after she finishes medical school or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like saying if she joined WWE as Aaliyah Mysterio, they could be calling her the next female Eddie Guerrero. And that would just be not only sexist, but racist.
I mean, another thoughts I have is, well, I'm glad Dominic's with his father. I hate to add to this, but I think Dominic needs to escape his father's shadow.
You've been saying that since like the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not even talking about just this episode.
yeah, but my honest thoughts on this is like, look, if you want to be compared to the next Eddie Guerrero, that is, define at first because that is a kind of a huge compliment, and then I would take it as an insult and just use it to add to my character if I were that guy.
Yeah, but like what you said about Dominic, that is actually a valid point considering WWE bought the copyright to Prince Mysterio.
Yeah.
And you can tell they're going to use that for Dominic
At some
because
point.
Rey in Spanish is king.
But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Angel Garza kind of has a point. I may have pulled the wrong quote or something.
Oh well.
But whatever.
I mean, my honest thoughts are like, hey, if he wants to do that, I mean, like,
he was saying that it's not fair to compare other Latino wrestlers to Eddie because there's no one like Eddie. I feel like that's a valid argument.
Yeah. I would say that is, but
Also, if people are comparing him to Eddie, they clearly don't know what Eddie's character was like. He wasn't a Latino heartthrob who was giving random women kisses on the cheek in his entrance. No. He was showing up in a lowrider, shimmying down the rampway, and doing anything he can to win.
Even though the weird thing about Eddie Guerrero is that even as a babyface, he would do that
and get pops from the crowd,
which is weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but also, like I said, there's going to be no one like Eddie, except for maybe his nephew Chavo. But we're actually almost out of time. The timer's going to go off right now.
Wow, nice call.
Yeah, I was literally watching the countdown. But that's all the time we have for this podcast, actually.
All right. See you next time.
Roll that outro. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner,
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis21, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussion. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.